Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, as Muslims around the world arrive for the scared Hajj pilgrimage or prepare for fasting, prayer, and charitable giving during the Dhul Hijjah period, it's important that we remind ourselves of the story behind Hajj. It all began with our father, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, one of the greatest of God's creation. His life was filled with tribulations, all of which we can learn from, and through with Prophet Ibrahim became an exemplar for mankind. Through his sincere submission and unflinching faith, he came to be known as the friend of Allah. In the kingdom of Babylon, idols were worshipped as though they were gods. Ibrahim's father, Azar, was a well known sculptor and he would craft idols from stone or wood. As a child, Ibrahim would watch his father work, often using the finished idols as playthings. Ibrahim couldn't understand why people were worshipping these ornaments of stone in the temples. His father explained that the statues represented gods and people would offer them food and other gifts, whilst asking for favors. This explanation didn't satisfy Ibrahim. In his heart, he felt that it was wrong. As he grew older, Ibrahim became even more convinced that the idols his people worshipped were false. He would often question how could statues of wood and stones be gods, especially considering the statues would have no power to either benefit or harm, being more objects. One night, Ibrahim traveled up to a mountain to watch the sky and observe nature. A while later, Ibrahim heard a voice calling him. It was none other than his Lord, Allah. He commanded Ibrahim to submit and become a Muslim. Trembling, Ibrahim fell to the ground. He prostrated himself before Allah, crying out, I submit to the Lord of the universe. Eventually, he got to his feet and made his way back home. Ibrahim's life was forever transformed, and his heart was filled with great peace. Ibrahim now had a brand new mission to call his people to the truth and help them accept Allah as their one true God. First, he turned to his father, who he loved so dearly. Ibrahim said, "O father, why do you worship that which doesn't hear, which doesn't see, and cannot avail you in anything? O father, I have got knowledge which you have not, so follow me. I will give you to a straight path." Angrily, his father rejected Ibrahim's request and told his son to get out of his sight. Undeterred, Ibrahim decided to channel his efforts towards bringing the people of his town towards the message of Allah. But they rejected his words and threatened him with violence. Ibrahim was given inspiration to adopt a different approach to change the hearts and minds of his people. On the eve of a big celebration, Ibrahim knew that townsfolk would be leaving to share a huge feast. When they had left, Ibrahim went into their temple, carry out a prophet mission to demolish their idols except one, the largest idol, so that he could explain to them the error of their ways. When the townspeople returned, they were horrified. Their idols lay in ruins. They quickly remembered that Ibrahim had been encouraging them to worship Allah alone and to submit to the monotheistic faith of Ibrahim. They asked him, Are you the one who has done this? Ibrahim said, No. This statue, the biggest of them all, has done it. Ask them about it. The townspeople replied, "You know they cannot speak." And Ibrahim said, "Then how can you worship things that can neither speak or see? They can't even protect themselves. Have you all lost your minds?" They were silent, knowing that Ibrahim had made a valid point. But their pride wouldn't allow them to reject the idols they had been worshipping for generations. Anger surged in the crowd.